Stalked by the CIA. They put a chip in my brain.
Alright, so for this video, I'm going to show some custom Zener cards that I got custom made from a manufacturer. This took like a long ass time for it to ship, but here, let me get the thumbnail right here. Right, but yeah, like these are all Zener cards that I custom designed, that I made, right? And if you don't know what Zener cards are, these are ESP testing cards. These are cards that are used in order to test and train for extrasensory perception, for clairvoyance. You're supposed to guess what the next symbol is, right? You're supposed to guess that it's a circle by intuiting it, by closing your eyes, by visualizing it, or maybe even using a psychometry, which is psychometry is basically just intuiting information about an object by feeling it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show this off because I did create all the designs on here. I did create all of these designs, all of these like the card faces and like the back design. Let me put it the right way up. But yeah, like the card faces and like the back design was all me. And I did get these in plastic also because I wanted them to be durable. This is the problem with the previous ESP test deck that I had, was that first of all, it's supposed to have like a blue, but like I think like this one's kind of like defective. It didn't come in blue. It didn't have like blue symbols. Like it has black, red, yellow, green, but it doesn't have blue symbols for some reason. But it's also like a lot of cards too. But and these also like get dirty really easily, and like they're also like you can't touch them like if your hands are like slightly wet or oily, right? So yeah, these new ESP these new Zener cards, um, they're plastic in order to be durable, and they're also if you look at the back, there's also 6 symbols and 6 colors. So instead of having like a double deck of 50 cards, because the traditional Zener card deck has 5 symbols and 5 of each symbol, so there's 25 cards in a deck of traditional Zener cards, but this one has 36, meaning that your chances are 1 in 6 of getting the cards right, the symbol or the color. And this is a part of the design, is I wanted like the entire card to be a certain color. I wanted the entire card to have a certain color, so it sticks out like a sore thumb to the mind's eye. Because if you look at like people with fucking cataracts, right? You look at people with cataracts, people with like eye problems. When they go to the eye doctor, they read the big letters first. They read the big letters. They look at like the stuff that sticks out like a sore thumb. And so if the entire card is of a certain color, then and at least in my theory, it's easier to intuit the information that's coming off the cards, right? Yeah, and these are also like a bit smaller than like a traditional playing cards. They're not poker size; they're U.S. game size. But yeah, like I'm trying to think of like what else to like say about this. Oh yeah. So you can guess the shape or the color, and there's an equal chance of guessing each type of information. There's 6 of each symbol, and there's 6 of each color. Right, yeah, 6 times 6 is 36, right? And the other thing about this back design too is that you can use this as a multiple choice selector. You might be attracted to certain symbols on the back of the card. You might like, for example, you might be attracted to like the wave, because this one's a yellow wave, I believe. It's a yellow wave. But you might be attracted to the green like wave symbol, but also like the yellow plus symbol on the back design. And this is a thing that I've realized about like the Zener cards, like training with these Zener cards for a while, is that it receive a lot of the times that you might receive the information of like the like what the card might be in terms of, as like a distribution of probabilities, right? And this is um yeah. So for example, I think like this one's a cyan color, I believe. Like the cyan and the green are kind of hard to tell apart, but at least under like this lighting, under white light, it's pretty easy to tell what color it is. But for example, instead of saying like, oh, it's only like a plus and it's only like this color, a lot of the times I find that I'm actually more accurate if I guess in terms of as like a superposition of multiple possible states, right? And so like this is a thing where it might be, this might be related to like the quantum mechanical workings of extrasensory perception. Like your brain might be acting as like a quantum computer. It might entangle with like the card or whatever, and you might be able to, like, for example, like if I mean I can see it on the camera, but for example, like if I wasn't seeing this, then I might interpret it as like, oh, okay, like it might be like a cyan square or it might be a yellow plus. And usually like whenever I do that, I usually get it right by like a combination of the multiple states that I sort of got like in my mind's eye, right? And another thing that I do to sort of train with the Zener cards is that I basically look at like the mind's eye, and this is where we get into like another subject of scrying, right? Which, if you don't know what scrying is, it's SCRY-ing, right? It's scrying, right? And what that is basically, it's you're doing the same thing that you do like whenever you look at like whenever you look at clouds and you say, oh, that cloud looks like a dog, that cloud looks like a UFO, that cloud looks like a giraffe. You're basically doing that, but with there's a constant flow of mental imagery that you get into your mind's eye, right? And so what you want to do is you want to sort of scry or look at like the radioactive fuzz of mental imagery and see what sticks out to you, what information sticks out to you. And I find that if I sit there and instead of guessing, because you don't want to guess, you want to get the information, you want to receive the information. If you actually try to intuit what the information is by scrying that mental imagery, then you might find that you're more accurate. At least that's how I do it. Like I do that. I try to guess in terms of probabilities. Like it's like a distribution of probabilities, right? So if you I know like the like this deck has like 6 symbols, but like this one has 5, right? And you might see like you might receive the information instead of like, oh, it's only one. You might receive it as like a wave of probabilities for each symbol. Like it's like multiple possible states at once, and that might be how the brain processes this kind of information, this kind of extrasensory information. Is it might be able to process it like a quantum computer. Instead of being like a 1 or a 0, like a binary computer, a quantum computer deals with like qubits, right? It's a superposition of multiple possible states, and that might be the way that it processes and receives information, right? You're looking into the for example, if you have like people who have like precognitive dreams, or like they're like psychic and they see like multiple possible futures, right? So I don't know, just a little tangent there of like how to use like the Zener cards or whatever, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to share this because I did just get this delivered yesterday. After I think I designed this like in May, right? So it did take a long time to ship, but I did do these custom designs for the Zener cards, and I think I'm gonna put a link to to like a zip file for like all the images that like all the stuff that I designed, all the images that I use, just in case you want to print out your own Zener cards using a printer or whatever. But I don't know. I just think that these are like a really cool design, and I like the fact that there's like a variety of colors. Yeah, hold on. Let me get to the camera. But yeah, like there's like a variety of colors, and I like how like it sticks out like a sore thumb whenever you try to like look at it, and it is like a really fun like a deck of cards, and it is plastic, like I said, because of the fact. And I chose that because you can choose like multiple card stocks in this like makeplayingcards.com. Like I got it custom made from there. Um, but yeah, you can choose like multiple card stocks or whatever, but I chose plastic because I just want it to be more durable. And also, this is something that I got from like a separate. This is something that I got from like something separate. I just found this around my house, and so I did put it in like a plastic case as well. So it is a lot more durable, a lot more longer lasting than this. And I do like using it a lot. It's really fun to use. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to say because I've wanted to make this video for a while, but I just wanted to wait for these Zener cards to get delivered. And like I said, it is my own custom design. I did design it in Inkscape and Pencil 2D. Yeah, I designed it with like my drawing tablet and like the graphic design software and everything else. But yeah, those are the custom Zener cards. You know, they're like 36 cards, six symbols, 6 colors. I do think that it is an improvement on the previous Zener card deck that I got. because of the fact that there's more symbols, there's more colors, and it is like a more fun deck to play with. Like this is a whole lot more fun than like with these like with these cards, like there's not a lot of color. It's just it's kind of bland when you compare it with like with this kind of a thing. Like the fact that it's more colorful, like it's more vivid. Like I also like the back design a whole lot more. It's like simple but elegant, and it's also I like the fact that it's functional because it acts like a multiple choice selector. You might feel attracted to certain symbols or certain colors, right? And there's also the fact um because of the fact that you have like a 1 in 6 chance, right? 6 out of 36. You have a 1 in 6 chance of guessing like either the symbol or the color. So you should get a 6 out of 36 by chance. So if you get like 9 out of 36, or if you get 11 or 13 out of 36, and that's above what chance would allow. So that could indicate ESP, that could indicate clairvoyance. But yeah, I just wanted to share the custom Zener cards because I just thought that was really cool. And like I said, I'll package all of the images that I used, like all of like the designs, into like a zip file or something. I'll probably have it in like a Google Drive so that you can print your own if you want to like print out your own like laminated versions of it. But yeah, that's the video.